Okay, greetings everyone. This is First Centurion 753 with a poll video for you guys today. We're looking at the game Europa Universalis EU4. This is a game that a lot of people have recommended that I play on my channel. And I'm going to go ahead, and this is a game that I've played a lot in the past, so I do enjoy it. It's one of my favorites, EU4 game. And so today we're just doing a poll to see which country you guys think I should play as. And I'm probably going to stick to European. It is Europa. But, if you have a secondary suggestions, feel free to post any in the comments. First, as far as the theme for this game, I tend to like the colonial approach. And I watched a YouTube video recently on the best colonial nations to play as. And so I looked at a couple of them, and I think I have a list of countries that I would want to play as. So first off the bat is the obvious exploration country, Portugal. I think I may have done a YouTube series about this a long time ago, like 4 years ago. I didn't get too far, but Portugal is like the exploration nation. They kick off the age of exploration with Vasco da Gama and Bartholomew Diaz reaching India around the Cape of Good Hope. They had also rejected Columbus's proposal to go west. Columbus actually visited the court, the royal family in Portugal, and proposed, and he had studied at the school of Henry the Navigator, who was Prince Henry the Navigator, I guess son of the king. Third son of the king. He wasn't in line for the throne, but he did establish a school in Lisbon, and they were the ones who really got the idea of understanding the trade winds and whatnot, and getting across the they knew it because they were exploring the coast of Africa, and Columbus thought that he could take the trade winds across and get to China quicker, because they didn't think all that stuff was there, and they thought China was a lot closer than it actually was, or Columbus thought that it was. So Portugal is definitely an option. Legacy of the Navigator right there, obviously Henry the Navigator, like I just said. A lot of these are pretty good colonization and exploration ideas. The goal, I think, as a colonial building nation, and I wrote down a few goals too, feel free to comment on these, have 5 colonial nations in the different parts of America, or 4 trading companies, which is another one of those achievements that would be in Africa. Circumnavigate the world, build canals like the Panama Canal, Suez Canal, be open for other goals. But so Portugal would be option 1 on the polling list, and I'll list the poll in this video, hopefully. If not, they'll be on the channel page. Probably do it in this video. So option 1 is Portugal. Let me know if you guys want me to play as Portugal, and I'll try to dominate the New World as the Portuguese. I always like playing the Portuguese because it's kind of like, a what-if scenario in history. Like, they were the first to explore. Why didn't they become the dominant empire? Why did England become like the world global power? What if like Portugal industrialized or something like that? What if they had taken over the peninsula? And could they have extended their power because they had an empire that spanned the globe, kind of. But it was much more of a trading network than an empire, probably. So that'll be an interesting game to play. Scenario number 2 is Scotland. Alright, I have seen a YouTube video about Scottish colonization. The Scottish did try to colonize these islands, I guess. I think they get annexed early on in a trade union. I don't know what happens with these islands. I did play at Scotland once. England is a big problem if you're playing Scotland. You have to ally with France right away, which needs to unify. So possible expansion maybe into Ireland, but that could even put you at odds with England even further. And there's Norway too that you have to deal with. So colonization for Scotland would be tough. Moving into Canada maybe. I think the actual Scottish colony was down in Central America, so we could try to move into the Caribbean, or maybe South America, or even establish some trade companies. Who knows? That was I am playing a game on my own with France, and I'm actually integrating Scotland into a marriage, a personal union, And they do have in that game colonies all along the gold grain coast down here. So that could be enough. Maybe we can even take South Africa before England does. So that's option number 2, Scotland. Option number 1, Portugal. Option number 2, Scotland. I'll list these in the comments below. Option number 3, going a little bit further northeast, we're going to go with Norway. Oh, wait a minute. Let me just look at the Scottish ideas. I didn't really look at these too much. National unrest, ship cost. Ship cost is good. Naval manpower is good. As far as building up a overseas empire. Legitimacy, aggressive expansion impact, not bad. I don't think we'd have to worry about that too much. Being a colonial power. But yeah, Scotland number 2. Number 3, Norway. Let's take a look at these Norwegian ideas. Morale of navies, colonial range, that's pretty nice. Colonists, ship costs, global power, trade power. This country is poised to be a naval power. Why didn't the Scandinavians become a dominant world naval power? Sweden does have some colonies. I think southern Jersey, actually. There's a new Sweden colony. But Norway, we're going to hop, skip, and jump right over to Nova Scotia, and from there, maybe even go down into the Caribbean. Vikings in the Caribbean. That's going to be the name of the series. I don't know. Something like that. That seems like fun. I don't know if there's anything I can do as far as merging nations. But Norway does not start in a personal union. Oh no, they are a junior partner of Denmark. So I'd have to get out of that junior partnership somehow. I'd have to figure that out. Well, let me know if you want me to be Norway. That is an option. They got really good ideas. Norwegian ideas. I like those ideas. That's option number 3. Option 4, we're going to go with something a little bit different. And we'll go with the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire is probably one of the most powerful countries, maybe if not the most powerful country at the beginning of the game. And they developed a huge empire throughout the Middle East, but they never colonized the New World. Why didn't the Ottomans colonize the New World? That is the question. So we might play one of those games where the Ottomans go ahead and conquer the New World. Maybe we'll move into North Africa and jump over from there. Maybe we'll try to come around South African tip. And we could also colonize Australia with the Ottomans. So big advantage there as far as early power. If I want to expand south into Arabia, I have to take on the Egyptian Mamluks here. But the idea would be to not worry so much about Europe, I guess. Maybe go for North Africa. Definitely got to take out the Egyptians early. Be a tough one to play, I think. But you let me know. That's option number 4. Option number 5 is France. France. Some people said they want to see me play just like a major power game. Well, actually, this is based on somebody had just recommended that I play UK or France as in Victoria 2 and see if I can manage like a global great power, which I've done. I've played France before. I never played the UK, and I'm going to have a Victoria 2 poll video. But just an idea, playing as France, I might extend the EU4 game into Victoria 2 because I think I found a EU4 to Victoria 2 converter mod, or DLC, and as option number 5 in this video, I would extend France into Victoria 2, maybe even Hearts of Iron 4, and see if we can just control the world or something like that with France. See how big of an empire we can make, starting at EU4 and working our way through at least Victoria 2, maybe EU4. You guys let me know. That's another option. And then the last one, I thought I wanted to do something a little bit different and play as Florence. The Florentines have a Florentine Empire, and the goal here would be actually to not turn into Tuscany or Italy and just stay as Florence. Florentine Empire across the seas. Florentines in the Caribbean. I'll have a better name than that, hopefully. But that would be option number 6. So those are my 6 options for EU4. Probably going to come out with another video for Victoria 2 probably next week because we want to find out with what Victoria 2 nations you guys want me to play as. UK is going to be one of them. The Yucatan, not the Yukon, excuse me, I apologize. Yucatan is another. Although I feel like the Yucatan is kind of similar to a USCA game, which is one I just finished. The Yukon, yeah, I don't even know if we could do that. So those are the two ideas I have right now for Victoria. Let me know if you have any other ideas for Victoria. Those options are a little more limited. And then, of course, GPS 4 will be coming out soon. I got to get the COVID version, 2020 COVID version, and see what we can try to turn back the COVID tide, maybe. There have been suggestions to play as Poland. Big suggestion out there for Poland right now, gaining revenge on the Russians and the Germans, and sort of creating like an Eastern Bloc, kind of, so to speak. That is one option for GPS 4. I am open for other options for GPS 4, as well as other games to play on the channel. Some people have said Total War. I have Total War Empire, Total War Attila, which I'm playing a great game right now with the Sassanid Empire. I've been loving that one. Sort of taking over the entire eastern half of the map and starting to move west. And then I've played Total War Warhammer are the games that I have for Total War. I'm also thinking about playing some Civ games, a throwback Civ game, colonization Civ game. Somebody suggested fourth generation warfare. I don't know what that game is. But there's also Imperialism, which was an old game that I played from the 1990s, and some people have been, posting on that one still. They want to see that one come back. And I'm looking at other games. Rise of Nations is something I'm going to take a look at tonight. I haven't bought it yet, but it's on sale. There's a few city builder games out there on sale right now. There's like a city building sale. And I don't remember which ones. I was looking. Rise of a Nation. Restaurant Empire 2 looks interesting. Imagine Earth. Planetary colonization game. Okay, yeah, sorry I haven't been posting as much recently. Things have been crazy and busy with school. And I do want to get into some more series, hopefully, soon. So for this EU4, just to recap, option number 1, Portugal. Option number 2, Scotland. Option number 3, Norway. Option number 4, the Ottoman Empire. Colonizing the New World. Again, these are all colonization games. I'm open for ideas for goals for colonization games. Option number 5 is France. And option France extended from EU4 to V2 to possibly HOI4, Hearts Fire 4. And then the last option, number 6, is Florentine, the Florentine Empire. So those are 6 options. Let me know what your vote is in the comments down below. I'm going to try to attach a poll to this video, and we'll see what everyone thinks. Hope everyone's having a great weekend, and staying safe, staying healthy. And I'll see you guys in the next video series.